Hey guys, Dr. Jeremy Todd with you here today. We're going to be doing some shoulder exams with Dr. Sean. What you're going to notice with him is his left shoulder is a great example of what shouldn't happen. His right shoulder is a great example of what should happen. Alright? So the first thing we're going to do is some shoulder flexion on the ground. So just have you lie on the ground with your knees bent. Okay, so we want to have the knees bent in this position. And what I'm going to ask Sean to do is just take one of his hands, bring it all the way up over his head, and I want that index finger to be able to touch the ground very nicely. Okay, and that's not too bad. All right, let's bring it up on the other side. Perfect. That's exactly what we're looking for. All right. What the fail is going to be if you're unable to get that finger down to the ground with your elbow nice and straight, right? So when Sean keeps his elbow nice and straight, it doesn't reach all the way down. What some of you guys might do, boom, bend the elbow to touch it, all right? That's going to be a fail also. Okay, so that's test number one. Test number two, I'm going to have him bring both of his arms up, keep those knees bent, bring both of those arms up, touch the ground, and now what I'd like him to do is straighten his legs out. Okay? And what we're looking for here, when you do this, if you notice your back come up off the ground, that's going to be a fail, and that's indicating that your iliopsoas is a little tight. Okay? Another thing that you'll notice is that if you bring your knees back up, Sean, okay, that if this position feels good, all right, and as you slide your legs out, and you start to feel increased tension through the shoulders, again, you're going to be a little bit tight through the front of your hip there. Yep. So you can see with Sean here, his right arm is staying down, his left arm is lifted. So we're going to take a look at that left anterior hip. That's how you stand up. Okay. The next thing we're going to do is a shoulder adduction test. All right. So what Sean's going to do is standing here, just have you bring your arms out to the side. Okay, you go that way. Bring your arms up and boom. Which one's the bad shoulder? Right. Okay, come back down. Alright, so that's test number one. Can you touch both of your upper arms to your head? Alright. Test number two, bring them all the way up. Can you touch and then elevate your hands like you're trying to reach towards the ceiling and back down. Again, we're going to see this left shoulder isn't doing so hot, the right shoulder is great. What we're going to do is take a step back for a second. And what I want to do is test the length of Sean's rectus femoris. Okay? Again, another good example of what shouldn't happen. So what he's going to do is he's going to kneel down on the ground, on both knees. Okay? He's going to sit on his heels, tuck his toes underneath him. And what he wants to do now is lean back and touch the back of his shoulders to the ground.
That's what he wants to do.
That's what I wanted to do. This is no exaggeration, that's what shouldn't happen, all right? What we'd like is for that top of your back to go down and touch the ground.
Mitchell, you want to show him? Mitchell's going to show you.
There.
Beautiful.
Also, you shouldn't experience any back pain with that. If you feel any sort of pressure or pinching in your back, again, that is a positive test that we'll want to fix in the future, all right? Now, for a little bit of dynamic testing, what you guys are going to do is you're going to come over and we're going to do a strict press. Ideally load this bar about 70 to 75% of your 1 rep max. And I want you to do a max effort set from in front of your body. Let's just show you. All right, no legs involved, up and down, right, until you can't go anymore. Okay? Record the reps and the weight and rack the bar. Not necessarily no. All right? What I want you guys to do after that, take a nice long rest, wait till you're recovered, and you're going to get back on the bar, same weight, and you're going to do a max effort behind the neck press, strict as well. Come on in. All right, so now he's got the bar behind his neck, everything else seems the same, push it all the way up to the top, come back down. There you go, again, no leg drive, and he's going to go until he can't go anymore. Okay, that's how you rack that. Again, you're going to write down how many reps you did and what your weights were. What we're looking for is the same. You should be able to press the same amount of reps with the same weight in front as you can behind.